Welcome to Brewstar Reviews. Dive into the world of Amazon products with us as we provide honest, in-depth reviews to help you make informed purchasing decisions. The FOSSIBOT F101P stands out in the crowded budget smartphone market as a device specifically engineered for resilience and utility rather than pure processing power or sleek aesthetics. At its core, this is a ruggedized mobile device running on the Android 13 platform, designed to provide a reliable communication tool for environments that would typically destroy a standard glass and metal flagship. It enters the market at a price point of approximately $130, positioning it as an accessible option for those who prioritize physical durability and extreme battery life over high-end gaming or professional-grade photography. The device is built around a compact 5.45-inch display, which is a deliberate choice intended to minimize the surface area vulnerable to impacts while maintaining a portable form factor. With a combination of 4 GB of physical random access memory supplemented by 3 GB of virtual expansion, and 64 GB of internal storage that can be increased up to 1 TB via a micro SD card, the hardware reflects a focus on functional stability. It is an unlocked device, offering flexibility for various network carriers, and supports dual SIM functionality alongside 44G connectivity, ensuring that it remains a versatile tool for both work and outdoor exploration. The physical build and design of the FOSSIBOT F101P are governed by the requirements of the IP68 and IP69K ratings, as well as the MIL STD 810H military standard. This means the phone is constructed to withstand immersion in water up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes, and it is completely sealed against the ingress of dust, sand, and grit. The chassis is a rugged blend of toughened plastic, rubberized corners for shock absorption, and metal reinforcements along the sides to prevent structural warping during a fall. This design allows it to survive drops from heights of up to 1.5 meters onto hard surfaces without catastrophic failure. One of the most striking visual and functional elements of the design is the massive circular speaker housing located on the rear of the device. Unlike standard smartphones that hide tiny speakers behind small grills, this phone centers its identity around a high-volume acoustic system. The 5.45-inch screen uses a high-definition plus resolution of 720 by 1440 pixels, which is protected by thickened glass. While the bezels are noticeably larger than those on a standard smartphone, they serve the practical purpose of providing a buffer zone that prevents the screen from making direct contact with the ground during a face-down drop. The ports, including the USB Type-C charging port and the SIM card tray, are protected by thick rubber flaps that must be securely seated to maintain the waterproof integrity of the device. When examining how the device performs, the most significant feature is undoubtedly the 10,600 mAh battery. To put this in perspective, this capacity is more than double that of a typical high-end smartphone. This massive reservoir of power allows the phone to stay operational for several days of moderate use or remain on standby for weeks at a time. This matters because it removes the constant anxiety of finding a power outlet, which is a critical advantage for anyone working long shifts in the field or embarking on multi-day hiking trips. The device supports 18-watt fast charging, which is necessary given the size of the battery, though a full charge still takes several hours due to the sheer volume of energy being moved. Performance is driven by an Octa-core processor that handles daily tasks like navigation, messaging, and web browsing with steady efficiency. While it is not designed for heavy multitasking or high frame rate gaming, the inclusion of Android 13 ensures a modern software experience with up-to-date security features and a clean interface. The 7 GB of effective RAM, achieved through software expansion, helps keep the system responsive when switching between basic utility applications. Another standout performance metric is the speaker, which is capable of reaching a volume of 123 decibels. This level of output is comparable to a loud siren or a portable Bluetooth speaker, making it possible to hear ringtones or voice calls in extremely noisy environments like construction sites, or to play music outdoors without needing external hardware. The camera system, featuring a 24-megapixel main sensor and an 8-megapixel front sensor, is designed for functional documentation. It captures clear images in daylight for recording work progress or identifying landmarks, focusing on utility rather than artistic photography. The FOSSIBOT F101P is best suited for a very specific demographic of users who find traditional smartphones too fragile for their lifestyle. It is an ideal tool for individuals working in heavy industries such as construction, mining, or forestry, where the combination of dust, moisture, and frequent drops would lead to the early demise of a standard device. The loudspeaker is a particular boon for these workers, as it ensures they never miss an important call over the roar of machinery. Furthermore, outdoor enthusiasts like long-distance hikers, campers, and mountain bikers will find the extreme battery life and GPS reliability to be essential safety features. It serves well as a dedicated secondary phone for weekend excursions where the primary goal is durability and communication rather than social media consumption. It is also a practical choice for budget-conscious buyers who need a reliable device that won't require an expensive protective case or insurance plan, as the protection is built directly into the hardware. Because it supports OTG or on-the-go charging, the phone can even act as a power bank to charge other small devices like flashlights or wireless earbuds, further cementing its role as a survival and utility tool. In a balanced assessment, the FOSSIBOT F101P represents a series of calculated trade-offs that favor toughness and longevity over raw speed and slimness. It is a thick and heavy device, which is the inevitable price of carrying a battery of this magnitude and the armor required for a rugged rating. While the screen resolution and processing power are modest by modern standards, they are perfectly aligned with the needs of a user who requires a tool that works every time, regardless of the environment. The camera is sufficient for basic needs but will not replace a dedicated photography device for capturing high-detail memories. However, for a price of approximately $130, the value proposition is found in its specialized features like the 123 decibel speaker and the waterproof, shockproof housing. It is a niche product that executes its primary mission very well, providing a dependable lifeline for those who work and play in the real world's toughest conditions. While it may not be the right choice for the average office worker or mobile gamer, it offers a level of physical security and power independence that few other devices in its price bracket can match. It is a utilitarian piece of technology that values function over form, ensuring that communication remains possible even when the environment is at its most demanding. Ultimately, the FOSSIBOT F101P serves as a reminder that for many people, the best smartphone is not the one with the fastest processor, but the one that is still working at the end of a long, grueling day in the field. Thanks for watching. If you found this review helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more honest product insights. Have a product you want us to review? Drop a like and subscribe, and comment below. Until next time, happy shopping.